Well, hello and welcome to Radio Hound's Tube Radio Restorations channel. This is John from Indiana, and I am going to be working today on the chassis. We got the back the 9S262 chassis, the Zenith chassis, and we just got it back from the Sandblasters. And I'm just going to show you that chassis. We're not going to do a whole lot to it. I might do a little bit of derusting and grinding on it because it's still got some little patches and stuff, and it's got some pretty bad damage. Not that the Sandblaster did awesome, but the chassis was beyond repair almost. But we're going to still make it work, and I'll show you that in that video. But it's going to be real short today because the most part of this video is going to be showing you where I went to the Dayton Hamvention. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get some good video while I'm there. I haven't gone yet when I'm filming this part right here, but I will be going on the 16th, I think is when I'm going, and I'm filming this ahead of that. But hopefully we'll have good enough weather to where I can get a little bit of video for you, and that's why I'm saving the end of this video. So we're going to introduce that 9S262 back to you after it came back from the Sandblasters, and like I say, I might do a little bit of grinding and a little bit of derusting on it, but it's not going to be a whole lot on this video here. And most part of this video is going to be at the Hamvention, and we're going to show you some of that. I'm not staying all day at that Hamvention, so I'll get a couple hours maybe worth of some stuff, and I'll pick the best shots out of that. But I hope you enjoy the video today, and if you've never been to that Dayton Hamvention, it's good size and it's worth going. Even I know if you're not into ham radios, which I'm really not, but they have stuff for everything. It'll meet your antique radio desires too, and there's a bunch of vendors, indoor and outdoor. And it's a lot of good stuff down there in the swap meet. And so, yeah, you can find something you want, I promise you there. I always go there to get my my wire strippers. And hopefully I'll find those guys again this year, because that's the best strippers I ever put my hands on. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you. Hi, and welcome to today's video. We're going to have a short video on this today. We got our 9S262 back from the Sandblasters, and I know it looks like crap, but you know what, I don't know if you remember what this thing looked like when it started, and this is all nice and smooth now. He got all this stuff off. The only real damage that I see, and I got to do a little grinding on the bottom here, but the only problem we got is this right here. This bottom was so rotted out that the bottom edge it was almost like a razor blade. It's so thin, so he couldn't go much deeper here. I'm going to try to grind a little bit more into that on the top part. I'm not going to take any more off this bottom, but I am going to try to smooth that, because I'd rather have that like up in an archway right there and not be jagged like that. But we're going to have that little bit of a problem because it was just so rusty gone. But you know what, we're still going to make a radio that works really good, and you can't beat that with a stick. And this part, all the main body of it is really good. It's going to have a little bit of not right here. It's going to have a little bit of pitting right here, but I'm going to have I think an electrolytic can sitting right in that area, so I don't think that's going to really show that bad. I was very pleased with the result that we got. Now, he had it a long time, but it wasn't that he was sitting there working on it all that time. I'm also going to run one more coat of navel jelly on these deep spots right here, just to see if I can get a little bit more off before I shoot it with paint. But I'm going to take my grinder to that side right there and straighten that edge up. And it might be, like I say, a little higher. I might even just cut out a little bit up on the edge of that a little bit, and it'll just be a little raised in that area, but it'll be get it back into good metal. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do on that. The sides has got the same kind of problem, so I may just raise the whole thing. Is the front that way too? Yeah, I might just take a 1/4 inch off of that. I don't know, we'll see. But bottom line, I'm very pleased. We got it back, And I don't know if I'm going to do any more on this week because I'm going to the Hamvention on Saturday, and that's when I would have done this video. But between the Hamvention video and this little bit here, and if I do any more to this, I'll add to it. But we'll count all that as a full video. All right. Thank you guys for watching today. Well, guys, today's the day. We're on our way to the Dayton Hamvention. I want to welcome you to this portion of the video. We're heading out. It looks like a beautiful morning. Got a little bit of raindrops on the window, but over there in Ohio, it's not supposed to be raining until about 2 o'clock, so I'm hoping I can get everything done between now and then. I'll try to get you guys some good video for the ones that can't go and wish they could go. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of excited about it today. We'll try to dodge all these rainstorms today and make it a nice video. The Dayton Hamvention is a very good size venue. It's at the Greene County Fairgrounds Expo Center there in between Dayton and Xenia, Ohio. It's about a 2.5 hour drive for me. And probably about 7 o'clock in the morning right now, and so I'm heading out. Anyway, we we want to keep promoting the things like this because it's kind of a lot of this old radio stuff is going to die off if we don't keep it alive, and I want to keep it all alive. It's something that I think is well worth the time. So anyway, I'm getting ready to get on. I got about another 20 minutes and I'll get on the interstate, and then we'll be able to make some pretty good time across there. Heading toward Highway 70 is what I'm going across. But right now I'm getting rain on my window. That's not bothering me though. Like I say, it's not supposed to be raining over there. So we'll drive through a few rainstorms, but other than that, it should be okay. I'm looking forward to this today. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I hope that I did well. I got a GoPro I'm trying out. Hopefully that thing will work right. I've not really used one, so I'm still new to all that too. If I mess that up, I'm still taking video with my phone too, and that way if I lose the other video, I've got that. Alright, you guys enjoy today. Bye. Well guys, we have arrived at the Hamvention and it is packed. I can't believe how full this is. So we're getting our parking right now. Alright, we're heading into the Hamvention. I just got parked and now we're walking on in to find out where I pay for my ticket at. Alright, I'll keep you updated. It's going to be a busy day, but I think we're going to get wet. We just have tons of people coming in right now. It's just started at 9 o'clock. And so people are arriving like crazy. There's over 2,000 vendors here, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good video today for you. I sure hope so. I'm gonna get my wireless mic hooked up. Alright, I just got inside the gate, got my ticket bought, so we're good to go there. This is the big venue where all the buildings are. And I was going to go out on the swap meet. I was going to go, but it's a big rainstorm getting ready to hit. So I'm going to go inside the buildings for a bit, try to take a little bit of video for you there. I decided not to even mess with the GoPro right now because I'm going to have water hitting it on the outside. We're just going to go with the camera today. And just get started inside one of these buildings. This is where you eat all your food at over here. We'll just see what we got going on in here. In these buildings is where I buy my wire strippers. I'm going to try to talk these guys in to give us a demonstration on it. How much is it? I think the first 5 was their so that's 29.
Do you have a mobile?
Got a traffic jam. Everybody's trying to get in and out of the rain. I'm just trying to get in the building. There's a nice old unit right there, a heath kit. Can't even get a picture of it because there's so many people. But all right, got out of that traffic jam. I'm gonna try to get on inside the building because it's pouring rain out there right now. All right, what I'm looking for in here is I'm looking for my people that does the wire strippers. There's a lot of stuff in here ham related, and you know John, when he did his channel, he was a ham operator, and he even had an instructor license. He would show people how to get their ham license. But yeah, he loved coming to this Hamvention, and I told you guys this story about when I spent so long. I spent a long time hunting for him here, thinking he had a booth here. He didn't have a booth; he was just shopping. And I spent 6 hours hunting for John's booth over here. Of course, never did find it because him and I probably passed each other a bunch of times. But he got a kick out of that I was trying to find him here as a booth. I'm just trying to locate my guys. They're in one of these buildings, but there's a lot of buildings here. So, and it's just packed with people. Hope I'm not bouncing too much. I've not done this kind of stuff either. This old maybe, hopefully I'll give you somewhat stability here.
Love the videos. Thank you.
Sorry. I kind of know what these guys' booth looks like, but like I say, they move them around every year, so they could be in any building, anywhere. And hopefully I'll get lucky and find them. 80% of the stuff inside here is related to ham operation, but there is other stuff. You just have to be selective and find it. So if you're not into ham operator stuff, then you got to be a little more vigilant and looking. But there's little tidbits on all these tables here. And right now I'm just walking through, but I can stop if I find something more radio related. I will stop and try to film it. Most of this stuff I have no idea what it is. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of antenna gear. I don't see my guys in here though. There's a lot of if you're into wanting to learn ham, they've got a lot of books right there. There's all kind of books on this table that teach you ham. So if that's something that interests you, this is the place to come. Can I have one of your cards? Thank you. Here's a card for that, where if you want to get the books, that would help you a lot if you're just wanting to learn this. Hope I held that steady enough. Some of these tables, if you pay attention, will have a lot of parts. Sorry. Like here, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, these are connectors. A lot of these are probably the Wago type. Sorry, didn't mean to run into you. This place is packed. I did not mean to hit you. I'm sorry. I think I found my guys. Yeah, I found my guys. See if I can get them to give you a demo.
Recognize the town.
Hello. I buy from you guys every year, and I got a YouTube channel. I didn't know if you could do a demo for him.
It's his business. He'll do it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. I got a YouTube channel, and I talk about your stuff in my channel all the time. Sure. I buy one every year. Yeah. I'm going to buy 2 this year. But I just thought maybe you'd give me a quick little...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm filming right now.
Okay, these are self-adjusting, no die holes, no adjustments.
Okay.
Put the wire in, squeeze and release. Does down to 26 gauge wires. Just did 4 at a time without nicking a single strand. Now, if you're ever nicking those wires over time, we do have a tension adjust here on that stripping jaw, so you can fine-tune it again if it ever gets out of whack. Cutter's right here to cut the wires. Now, if you want to tie in the middle of a wire and splice into it like that, all you do is go right over the wire with the jaw, squeeze, that just grabs, tears the insulation apart in the middle of the wire for you. Now, if you got a double wire, like speaker wire, trailer light wire, does them both at the same time. And if you're in a tight spot, maybe you're under a dash or working in a tight compartment, most wire strippers wouldn't fit in an awkward spot. Our tool, you can nose in. Again, self-adjust, strips it quick and easy. Now, if you got connectors to do where you need the same amount stripped each time, we got a stop right here to set that for the length of strip, put the wire to the stop. Now you got that exact amount going in each one of your connectors. Cool. Cutters right here for $25. And if you want to order them online, you can go to quickstrip.info. Well, you got this one, sir.
Awesome. Hey,
we make ours out of epoxy.
I am so sold on these. I've bought probably 20 of them from you over the years, but I want 2 of them. I'll take them with me. I told the guys I was coming to get them and have you give a little class on it real quick. So, all right, thank you.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know if I got it good. All right, here is the actual. I didn't get a good shot of that. He's out of cards, so I'm giving you this. This is the website that you can go to get those, and they work great. All right, I can't believe we found our stuff that quick. It was in the very first building. Now we're going to go across here. We're going to get wet for a minute. I'm going to go into this next building. I'll try to take a little more time. Now that I found my guys, I don't have to pay attention that much. Before I was probably passing by stuff you might want to see, but I'll try to show some of the booths now on this other one. That was a lot of antennas in that building. Let's just see what we got in this building. There's a bunch of buildings here. And what I said about this thing diminishing, boy, it's not diminishing here on the ham business. The ham business is really, really, really taking off. Look at that old unit over there. A nice old unit sitting over there. That's cool. I don't know my receivers like that though.
Where do I go to pay for this? Yeah. Right up front. Sure, free. Yeah, I'm already in there. I know, they're going to end it after the
This corner here is a lot of books and information. So, trying to get through the crowded area. You can't even hardly see the booth because there's so many people. Now this whole corner is all about education and learning. Now look, you guys, here we got some cool stuff here. We got soldering irons right here. Nice soldering stations. Electronics. These are pretty cool. Called the Xtronic 3000 series. I've not seen this one before. I like it because it's got the.
Are you expecting Max back over here anytime soon?
Be a minute. He's prepping a fox hunt, and then he's got to do a bouvet thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I have a project for him.
What is it?
It's cool. You guys
Probably
have
11.
you guys have a card?
I could do it.
You have a card?
You guys are doing soldering stuff. It's another thing to do.
Just a minute, he's getting us a card for these. That way I can put it in there and you guys can see that. Of course, I use the Heiko, and we'll see that. We'll see that soldering iron somewhere here. But I'm going to get cards for you guys. That way, if anybody's interested in this kind of soldering iron, I like it because it's got the third arms right here and hold that stuff right in front of you. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's nice. Hey, thank you. Right there is their card. It's ARRL. And if you're interested in that, you maybe get a hold of them. All right.
Yeah. We haven't closed registration.
All right. Traffic jam. Yeah, let's move. I'm just going to try to merge in here. Okay. All right. All right, we're going in here and. Sorry, go ahead. They're taking a picture. I'm trying to get out of the way. Okay, I got out of that mess. A lot of these are ham. They are people who they have ham clubs and they set up their little booth right here. And there's people like that. These are all holders right here. You want to see some of that? I'm hoping this rain don't last too long so I can get down in the swap meet, and I hope it's not a muddy mess. That would be because a lot of these vendors are outside. These are the high dollar stuff that's in here. But there's in the swap meet, you can buy anything down there. I just wasn't expecting to be quite this busy. I'm a little bit shocked. And last year when I came, it was not near this busy.
See how the propagation conditions are.
Sorry.
It's just 20. I mean, I'm not asking for 100. So 20.
Here's some people sewing hats with your call sign on it. That's pretty cool. Wonder what they charge for that. So if you do have a ham license, they'll put your call sign on right over there on that embroidery machine. He's running it right now. That's pretty cool. Oops, sorry. Right behind you. Sorry. Sorry. Trying to get around his bag. Okay. All right, trying to get on down. This looks like a lot of apparel gear, and you can get all your personal stuff put on there. I've got where I'm actually, I'll show you in a little bit here. I'm sporting my apparel. I'm wearing some of Radio Hound merch, but none of that's for sale right now. That's all just for me, but eventually it will be. When I get over my limit on subscribers, I'll be able to do that. But we're going into another building now. I took that middle road that way I can go underneath the canopy in between the two buildings and not get wet. It is pouring rain. They said it wasn't supposed to rain till 2 o'clock today. Wrong. Oh. I think, yeah, these are cloth covered cords, but they're for antenna cords. I think we're getting in the building for parts. A lot of parts and pieces in here. All kind of little parts and gadgets. Of course, I can't get to them because there's so many people. I think most of that's for hooking up your antennas right there. Sorry. Some old meters right there. That's pretty cool. When you get down to swap meet, you'll find a lot of the, I'm hoping it stops raining here. When you get down there, you'll find a whole bunch. There are so many connectors that ain't funny. So it looks like this building has a lot of parts. I'm hoping my phone holds up today. It's been having a little trouble with the battery. And if it doesn't, I'll go out the car and charge it for a little bit and then come back. Whole bunch of old cables and cases. That side. This middle bin right here has all kind of cable and parts. I think I see shrink tubing over here. Go look at that. I'll have to wait my turn to get in there.
Well, I'm trying to get my buddies for get off.
Okay, I'm trying to work my way in here. I use a lot of the smaller ones right here, like this side. I don't know. I'll wait on it. Sorry. Let's slide back. Yeah. Wow. There's all kind of connectors. I should have waited to get my BNC connector when I come down here, because they have all kind of BNC. That's crazy.
I know, but we don't have.
But I already bought one, so I bought it online. All right. I may have to put this into 2 or 3 videos attached because I know this all can't fit in one video. It'd be too long. But there's just so much to see here. I don't want y'all to miss it. Here's something. I wish they had smaller versions of that, but you need, a lot of times you need these grounding straps like that, but you need the grounding braids, but you need a smaller version of that on our radios. But I'll keep an eye out for that because a lot of this stuff you end up using in a radio restoration. Sometimes those grounding straps are bad and you need them.
No, we've been here since Thursday.
Sorry.
I'm right here.
I wish they sold these in the packs that I wish they sold in the packs that had all the same size in them.
Sure.
Whew. Sorry. Sorry. All right, I got free from that pile. It just amazes me how full it is here. It almost makes it unshoppable, but like say everybody that was outside had to come in because of the rain. We got all kind of stuff over here. Yeah, it is definitely the parts room. Goodness gracious. If you need a connector, this is the place to come.
Sit somewhere.
Just trying to work my way through here. Ugh.
And I said, well, I don't like yard.
I don't know if I said, but he gave me a discount because I was paying cash. I got those things. They're normally 25 a piece. He said that on the video, but he gave them to me for 20 a piece because I paid cash right there. And that's a heck of a deal. Look at those guys. Those are awesome. $75 for the big crimper right there. That one. Yeah. Oh, they do have smaller grounding braid right here. A lot of times you'll have the tuning chassis that is the grounding braid is bad on, and you can even buy a little bit wider one like that, and you can cut that down to the width that you need, and it'll work fine. I've done that several times. And for the vendor for the viewer that told me about the solder paste, I can't remember. It started with an E, the name of it. I'm looking for that too. I was going to buy it online. I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to look down here and just see if they got it here at the Hamvention. I think most of that gear down that way is all antenna related and that kind of thing to a Hamvention. I mean, for ham operators, and it's just kind of not in my wheelhouse. I hope I don't make any of you mad, but
Sorry, I got
I don't want to waste my time doing that. It is still. I'm looking outside, and it's still raining, still sprinkling. So hopefully this thing's gonna go away here in a bit. If it don't, we're in trouble. It's wall-to-wall people. When I get done with this building, I'm gonna give my video a rest for a minute. I don't want my camera to overheat. Sometimes you can put way too much heat on these things. It's not good for them. All right. Oops, sorry. A lot of connectors. Lot. Trying to see what we got in this corner. All right, I'm gonna give my camera a rest for a bit. All right, guys, I'm back. I had a little bit of room made here, and I just found a few things that I thought was interesting for us. We've got these test leads. You always need test leads, and they got some heavier ones right here. I think I'm gonna buy a set of them, and then I'm gonna try this solder too. It's a 60-40 with 1 millimeters. And I think, why not try it? It's $10, which I pay more than that for that. So I may go for that. Definitely going to try it. You do have some multimeters here too, and another soldering station. I don't know if this is for the economy version, the $20 or $35, and I would say this is probably the economy version of this too. But if it works a little bit, I'm going to try it. Didn't hurt a thing to try it.
Yes.
Are
you being helped or?
No, I need help. I need to pay for that.
$10, and I believe these are
$5. Yeah.
Yeah, so 15. Do you want a bag?
No, I got a bag.
Okay.
There's a 10 and a 5, man.
Thank you.
Have a good
Appreciate
one.
it.
Yep. All right, sorry I jostled you around there. I forgot you was on the camera there.
Are you talking about fault cables?
I was trying to see if I could find a backup BNC connector, just in case that other one I bought don't work.
Sorry about that. Oh, right here. And the UHF to what? N? Where it go? I thought this was down here, but I didn't remember. I got the wrong way around for you.
I don't see what we need. I'm trying to get a backup for that IT-12 that we have. trying to see if I had a backup. That way, if that other one don't work, I would have something to look back on. But I can't get into the table. I'm trying. So it's supposed to be raining until about 12:30, and there's still some more spotted showers after that. But I think we can get down in the swap meet by then. It looks like I'm going to be staying here longer today than I thought, just because I can't pay all that money out and then not be able to go down to the swap meet, because that's what we came for. But we'll wait. I'm a very patient man. I didn't have anything else to do today anyway, right? Yeah. Here's some more over here. Most of this stuff is set up for the coax. I thought maybe I could try to find some kind of connector in here. Can't believe with all these connectors I can't find what I need though. If you were looking for a ham connector, buddy, you would find it right here. If you're wanting to try to convert it over to what we're trying to do is going to be a whole different ball of wax.
He doesn't carry any diet. But what is it you need for that?
Hey, sir, can I ask you something? I'm looking for a male BNC that has a spruce where you mount it on a panel on the back.
Okay, so it's male BNC.
Nail bit sticking out, and then where threads on the back end where I can thread it through a panel.
What kind of connector on the other side? So you got male BNC to what on the other?
Oh, I'm just going to have a female BNC. I'm going to have I got a probe I got to hook to it.
So
This is not ham related. This is radio related.
So you need like a barrel then?
I don't know what you call them. But
Is it like this? Yeah, you put a male on this.
Yeah, the only problem is I just need threads back here where I can mount it through a panel. And
yeah, but you need to know what there's more than one type. So
this part's right.
You want for a project, you want to mount an IC.
It's on an IT12, and I'm just mounting the IT12 probe on it. It has a direct connect, and I'm switching over to BNC. I'm probably not saying it right.
You mount that on a panel. Solder your, this is ground, and then.
Okay, but you don't have any ones with threaded back here where I can thread it through a panel and put a nut on the back? You got everything else right.
So this has the threads, the nut, and the solder lug for the ground.
Okay. How much are those?
$1.50.
Okay, you got a deal. I'm going to give you that one back. All right, we're back on. I'm killing time until we can get out of this building. I've already exhausted looking at a lot of stuff, but everybody's kind of waiting for the rain to stop, and I didn't plan this out too good as far as rain. When I checked the weather, they said it wasn't supposed to start raining until 2, and I was going to go to the swap meet first, and then I was going to come into these buildings after that. So.
Get out of my face, you. Oh, there we are.
If you're looking for solder, they got these kind like that. Well, that's the same stuff. It's on the other side too, but they're $10 a roll over there. 60-40.
Yeah, because I really don't need a lifetime supply like they're selling out of that other booth there. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're going to be around another 20 odd years for crying out loud.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
All right. Hey, we managed to get us a free hat. They're handing a lot of free stuff out, and they were giving these out just for buying your ticket to come here today, which I feel better about because I paid like $30 to get in here. But all you had to do is show your ticket and you got that hat free. So I'll take a free hat anytime. I'm a hat collector. I like them. They got stuff here like if you're one of those guys that's into the solder suckers, they got those kind of solder suckers right there. If you like a third hand, right there's a third hand. This booth here has got a lot of stuff that kind of relates to stuff we do. Of course, there's shrink tubing. I just haven't found the shrink tubing. I want to get all one size. Most of mine, I think it's 1/4 inch, maybe less. I think it might even be less than a 1/4 inch. But it just works good for our wire that we use. So I probably exhausted these 3 buildings. I can't get to the other building because there's too much rain in between. These 3 buildings are all interconnected, so I've been peeking outside there a little bit, trying to see if there's anything I can do to get across to another building, but I don't know. I still haven't been able to get to this table. It's real popular, so
Right in my backpack. I'll carry it for you. We're good.
all right, maybe we can get in here. All right. Like I say, most of this is related to ham cabling, but sometimes you can cross this stuff over.
Thank you.
You guys see anything you need? More test leads right there. About average on that is about $5 what I'm seeing here, which is probably a little bit steep. I don't know, but I always buy test leads when I carry. You can never have too many of them. And I'm gonna peek my head out here in a minute and see if there's rain slowing down a little bit. Maybe I can get out there. I would love to. I was gonna get me a T-shirt, and they want $26 for a T-shirt, which I thought was a little bit steep. So I think I'm going to pass on the T-shirt. Everybody's just piled up on the sides here because they're waiting on this rain to stop. All right, let me peek out here and see if it's slowed down a little bit. Hey, we're starting to clear up. Yeah. We might be easing up enough where I can walk around out here a little bit. That would be nice. Get out from that crowded building. Now, see, there's a whole nother building right there that I didn't get into, and there's another one right over there. Well, while we're doing buildings, we might as well knock that out. We'll have the buildings over with. As you can see, it's just a huge ground. We went through those 3 buildings back there, and then we got 2 or 3 more on this side. Yeah. I have no idea what's in these. Usually, like I say, most of this is ham related, and most of this in these buildings are high dollar stuff that they can't have outside in the swap meet. And I've done spent most of my cash already, and so now I'm either have to hit an ATM or I'm going to have to get them to take my credit card. So that'll make my wife happy. All right. And you'll find down here, especially in the swap meet, for the ladies, if the ladies want to come with you, there's stuff down in the swap meet. And if you have a good day, there's stuff for the ladies to look at too. There's like all kind of vendors down there, bead vendors and other kind of jewelry vendors. There's stuff for the ladies to look at too. So I think that's cool. I'd love to get my radio hound done in that. I'm gonna bet you those are real expensive. See, here's some stuff right here. Those are cool. That's all made out of wood. Okay. These are all kind of bits that you can get. Sorry, I tried to get you paid. Okay. How are you? What you got?
Yes, it's our online service. It's not only about online learning, it's also about advertisement, so there are hundreds of developers. And for all these guys, especially going to they will be with us, you can find them and download.
Okay. Thank you.
And it's free.
All right, thank you. Had somebody stop me and was talking to me there. All right, you can see out here, that's all your vendors out there. We'll try to hit that here in a few minutes. Right now, I'm just going to try to finish up these last few buildings here. That way we can say we hit most of them. I know I've probably gotten more pictures of just people than I have the stuff, but sometimes that's what you got to do. Of course, I'm looking for, radio-related stuff. It's hard to get some filming done time when you guys have these big backpacks. You can't see around the backpack. But they bring the big backpacks so they can buy stuff and pack them away in there and not have to pull a lot of guys pull a wagon behind them. And a lot of people go to the back to hide. How you guys doing? Doing all right?
Have you seen our Medal of Honor recipient?
No.
He's got a ham license.
Oh, really?
First and only, all sign, Whiskey Zero, Medal of Honor.
Really?
And he's sitting right there.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not a ham guy, but we restore antique radios on our channel.
Okay.
But there's a lot of antique radio stuff here. Most of it's out in the swamp meet, but we had to come in out of the rain. Are you? Do you have tubes? If it has tubes, we got you. What's his name?
Don Doc Ballard.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, this is Don Doc Ballard. He's a Medal of Honor recipient. He's sitting here meeting people. That's pretty cool. And he's also a ham operator. He's busy. I'll hit him up later. Thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you. Okay.
The thing is, it'll be.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm just happy I got my wire strippers, man. Mine I've had for a few years, and they're still working great. But you get a new set. I bought 2 of them, and yeah, so I'm gonna be able to clip wires really good for a while, and I'm excited about that. I'm gonna get in the food line here in just a little bit, but I'm gonna probably end up, while it's not raining, trying to sneak down there in the swap meet area, because that's my favorite part, because you can just find tables full of stuff that you need in your radio business. And yeah, it's good.
I do not. I will die.
I don't know what's in this building, but we're going to take a quick peek before we leave it. Oh, this is where you go to eat or something. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. No, they're having classes in there. Okay, that building's classes. All right, let's see what we got over here. But if you're hungry, man, this place has got everything, food-wise. I don't know what's in that building there. I'm not even going to chase that rabbit. We're just going to go on down the swap meet. I'll come back here when it's not quite lunch. Right now it's lunchtime and lines are long. and I'm just not in the mood for standing in a line right now. I'm in the mood to walk. You're going to get your exercise if you come to the Hamvention. Now you can see all the tents over there, and it goes from this end down here on the right. It goes all the way down, and it goes through a big track, and there's like rows and rows and rows inside that track. It's like you'd find at where the people run around the track, and it goes for rows and rows on that. And we're at least going to walk it. But I don't know. I hope a lot of people, because of the rain, didn't pack up and go. I don't think they will, because there's too much money to be made here. If you're a vendor, this is a place to vend. But I'm going to start down on this end down here on the right, and then we'll just walk up and down rows. And there's just like rows and rows and rows of tents. And like I say, I'm sure there's going to be a multi-video thing. I'm going to go till my camera dies. And then I may even, if that dies, I may pop out the GoPro. I'm just afraid of trying to use that out here with it raining, and I didn't want to get water all over it because it's going to mount on my hat. And I don't want to get my camera wet. Those people all packed up a little bit. Some have come back this way. See a lot of people, especially on these outdoor ones that are exposed and not in a tent, they've already got them covered up. The ones that are under a tent, I think I'm going to cut inside here because a lot of these are all covered up out here. We'll cut inside and see what we got. Get on the next row. This is where you can find your deals out here. And they sell a lot of old radios. They sell a lot of old ham radios. They sell a lot of test gear. Like if you want a tube tester, I bet you can find one out here. There's old reel-to-reel. Wow. I mean, there's still a lot of ham guys out there, but there's also a lot of other stuff out here. See, if you see way up there at the end of this, that's where that racetrack is, and then most of your vendors are in there. These are just the ones that couldn't fit in there. It's just one vendor after the other. All kind of variety. Yeah. See? There's some old gear. Somewhere in here, I found a vendor last year or year before, I can't remember, that had all kind of those terminal strips we use, all different sizes. And I about went broke buying them things. But yeah. I just hope it don't start raining again when I get clear down here, because then that'll be fun getting back. I don't even have an umbrella with me today. I was planning on getting in and out of here by 2:30, and that'd get me back home at a decent hour. But that didn't happen, I don't think. And like I said, a lot of these guys are covered up still. They don't want their stuff to get wet. Okay, I see a magic word over there. Wait a minute, let me look at this table here. They got a bunch of loose little stuff. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna go look.
Well, I mean, which ones are you saying? You're saying the big ones and then the blue one?
Edmund wants the blue one. I'd say the big one.
So these 3 and then 1. Okay. Okay. Right. So that's $4.
Okay, I saw over here the word tubes. So, if you're a tube guy like me, that word jumps out at you. And there's some huge tube vendors down here. Yeah, he's got everything packed up right now. All right, can't do that. Problem is, if we miss somebody, we won't have time to come back. because there's just too much ground to cover.
Yeah, exactly. Read those numbers and us. Yeah, that read. Yeah, read. So I was inside. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I was saying I was
Okay. That fence is right there where we have to get into. I think you can go in down on the end down here. But that's where the main host of vendors are. And yeah, it's big. And there's vendors all the way back there around, surrounding this whole outside of this perimeter of this place. There are vendors everywhere. I'm hoping to show you guys, some of these guys go around with a ham gear on. They're actually walking ham operator. I mean, they have a big tall antenna hanging off their back, and I think it's kind of cute. If you're into the ham radios, buddy, this is the place to be. If I see something that draws interest to you, then we can pop in there on it. Okay, I found the gate to get in down here, and we're gonna go get our exercise now, walking up and down this thing because it's big. I just don't know how many vendors packed up down there. I hope not. Sometimes I just need to shut up on here, don't I? The good news is they charged me $30 to get in, but they did not charge us parking this time. And normally you pay 10 or 15 bucks for parking, and I didn't have to pay for parking, which I thought was good.
Not a sale tent.
Oh shoot! I saw that. I saw that H back there.
Somebody already beat you to it.
Oh shoot! All right, thank you. All right, we're coming down into here now. This is a big track, and then like I say, you just can go up and down each row, see if anything jumps out at you. I'm going to hook my bag on the side here, and that way I don't have to carry this bag and the camera, because that's being a pain right there. And I got a little D-ring I brought with me to hang stuff off of my belt loops. Watch my pants fall down now. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Anyway, like I say, normally this would be wall-to-wall people too. But people are just now starting to come back out because the rain finally stopped. But you can see off in the distance right there, we got more coming. And I'm trying to get through as much of this as I can before that hits again. And then we'll take a break, and I'll try to grab some food. I hope some of these food places take a card, because I spent most of my cash. I don't know why I did that. It's stupid. Yeah, a lot of these vendors are closed up because of the rain, which is sad, but at least we get to see some of them today. Okay, I always look, anytime you see these little parts like this, I'm gonna go look, because it could be stuff we like. Got potentiometers there. If you're into resistors, there's all your resistors right there. Have quarter watt resistors, half watt resistors. Like I say, this is the cheaper stuff. You can dicker with people down here on this stuff. That's what I like about it. That's what's so fun. If you have a really nice day, it's really fun because you can spend most of your day down here. But I'm thankful just to get to come. I almost didn't get to come because of some issues, but I was able to work hard and get a lot of things ready, so I was able to come. A lot of military stuff right there. Is that a TH-312? Oh, look at that. That is so cool. Yeah, there's like well, let's see, there's like 6 or 7 rows inside here on both sides, and it goes. I don't know how long this is, but it's real long. It's like where they run the horses and stuff in here. Some old gear right there. You always look for those tents that have a lot of people going into them because there must be something in there that's drawing their attention.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I was like, what do you mean Raymond? Alright. How much is this?
That cord you can have for free.
Sorry. You're all right. I'm sorry, buddy. This is like a room full of a lot of used parts right here. Used equipment. This is where you can also sometimes find good multimeters at really ridiculously low prices. I mean, you're taking a gamble that they work, but you know, some of them you pay 70, 80 bucks for, you get for like 20 some bucks, So
Phone. 44 megabytes. High density.
2 silver ones? They were out there and they're gone.
Now everybody's trying to do that.
Why did those get put up and not the others?
I probably will. Hey, real fast.
Is there an oscilloscope over there?
No, this telescope over here.
Oh, $5, I guess.
$5? All right, I'll do 5.
I would too.
Okay,
Pretty good deal.
No.
Wow.
I like City Hunter. Probably would not like it. Here you go, $5. Appreciate it.
No. Log out of the fucking smoke.
I got a little small one.
I know.
I thought maybe you were smelling your boot sweat.
It has a signature smell.
What that smell?
But it gets glitter all over his face every time he smells it.
Come on out there, buddy. City Hunter is like.
I don't know if you guys heard that guy talking, but he was being pretty vulgar. Sorry about that. I hope I can edit that out or catch it. Yeah. I was not ready for that. And that was the guy doing the selling.
All the interesting stuff is gone.
There was a guy down here one year that had the old antique coils. He had a giant one he built, a radio with an old coil in it. Let's see, there's an old boat anchor right there for 25 bucks. Sorry. The other thing I've been looking for is down here is they have boxes of parts and stuff. That's what I went in that tent for. Is that guy just bought an oscilloscope probe for $5, but I just thought I could find a backup probe for our stuff too. But that one didn't have a grounding cable on it, and it was the skinny one, which I like, the heavier duty one. But well, you can find that stuff down here. I'm keeping an eye out for that too. Yeah, there's a guy, I think I'm coming up on him down here, that has all the tubes. He has like hundreds and hundreds of tubes, like table after table. And like I say, you can see a lot of people have packed up because normally there's a tent in every hole. But some people just couldn't handle the weather. See, ladies, there's stuff for you. I don't know what they have to pay for a booth here, but you'll find a lot of the vendors for the ladies are down at the end here. Stuff that the ladies would like. But, you know, at least you can sweet talk your wife into going with you. Oh, boy.
Can I give you singles? Is that okay?
I talked on your GMRS and it's kind of the same thing.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, it's pretty.
How much you got on that? How much you got on that?
$1.
I'll take it.
Dollar days.
I like dollar days.
Trying to move a lot before yeah.
Well, you just got one more little cell coming through later, and then it'll be through pretty quick. So
yeah.
Then we'll be done.
Ever the optimist, sir.
I've been watching it. All right, guys, we just paid $1 for that. I hope you enjoyed that. Looked like we accomplished everything we were planning on doing. And next week when we come back, we're going to come back and we're going to start working on that the chassis for the 9S262. We're going to finish getting the chassis ready, try to get it ready for paint. And hopefully that shouldn't take too much, you know, because most of that part is all done. I just got to do a few little details and then we can get this thing ready for paint. It won't be long. We'll be starting to put the stuff back on the chassis and getting it ready for the recap. I usually try to get everything put back on, you know, painted and put back on first, and then we'll start that recap after we get all that done. But I'm kind of looking forward to getting back on that Zenith, because that's going to be a fun cabinet. When we get done with the chassis, we're going to start the cabinet work on that Zenith too. And the cabinet is in pretty good shape, so it shouldn't require a whole lot of work other than the stripping and refinishing. But I'm kind of excited about seeing that one come to life, because I think that's a pretty desirable little radio. And even though it's going to look a little funny in the chassis on the back, we're going to put lipstick on that pig, and we're going to make it look nice. So we're going to make it look a lot better than it was. You remember, that was the worst chassis I've ever seen. And so hopefully we can make it look a little bit better than it did. It's going to play. We're going to make it play. I promise you that. Whatever it takes, I'm going to make this thing play. We're going to make it sing. I just want to show you that you can take the worst thing out there and still make it work. That was my goal for this whole series. All right, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you tell your friends about us. I just want to close out all my videos with this right here. This is my my motto, and it's going to be our channel motto from now on. It's sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. We don't ever want to lose. We want to learn from every mistake we made. I thank you guys for watching.